There are 60 residents. This is a high care standalone facility, so we're also a multicultural facility, so we cater for people from a wide range of different backgrounds, and there's about 100 staff altogether. As with most facilities, we were paper-based, so we had huge files full of all sorts of different bits of paper that were filed away, hopefully where we could find them, but most of the time we couldn't. So it was a very difficult system to work with, and we had to have huge archives to be able to appropriately store all of the bits and pieces of paper. I was looking for a system that wasn't software based because I did not want to spend a lot of money on licensing and software. So we're looking for something that was easily accessible, easy to use, because you have to remember that most of the staff who work in residential aged care, I think the average age is about 50-55. So these are people who have never used a computer before in their lives. So you have to be able to present them with a system that's easy to use. This is basically click and point. Everything in virtual practice is what we call persistent information. So once you put it into one area, it will go into all the other areas where it needs to be. In other words, if I do an assessment, say from a nursing point of view, a continence assessment, it will go into the care plan. It will become part of the ACFI, which is our funding, the funding tool side of the aged care business, and anywhere else that it really needs to be. So I don't have to put information in any more than once. It will populate all of the other areas that it needs to. We had some hardware already, but mainly in the administration areas. So we had to buy some PCs and some laptops. And we have completely networked so that they all go back to central printers. The server for virtual practice is actually off-site, so from a security point of view or storage of data and everything, it's very secure. The other thing that we did was we had to have the fastest internet connection that was possible to have, so we keep upgrading that as they come along. We've got ADSL2 Plus now with unlimited downloads, and you've got to have the fastest internet speed for this to work really properly. So there is no software because it's internet based. Once you have all the agreements in place and everybody has their log-on and password, which I actually manage in-house, I have administration rights, so I go in and set people up, give them log-on and password, and they sign an agreement saying that they will respect the integrity of the information, because we have to be very careful about that because it is internet based. So it is possible for people, once they have a password and log on, to be able to log on remotely from anywhere. So I also though have access to the log, so I can always see who's in the system, how long they were in there for, what time, what date, all of that sort of thing, so that if there is any question, then I can always go back in and check. But the good thing about an internet-based program is that it's very difficult to mess with the integrity of the program. Unless you are very, very clever, you really can't go in and make any changes to the program itself. You can obviously change things in people's records if you were so inclined, but as I say, because I can go in and check the logs, I can always see who's in there and what time. And if somebody does leave the organisation for whatever reason, I go in and take them off the system straight away, so it's very quick. And I can do that from anywhere as well. I don't actually have to be on site to do that. I certainly would recommend it. I think it's definitely the way of the future.
Virtual practice, complete online record management for medical and nursing professionals. For more information, please browse the website or email us through the contact page.